I really quickly wanted to share my story, or as quick as I can, to help convey the message that you can heal your back and you can do it naturally. So I had suffered from terrible back pain since I was 15 years old. And now the same story is with almost everybody I work with. So the stories that you create around the incident that occurred with your back pain is what is creating your reality. So guess what? You can create a new story. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, or the story that I used, right? So I played a lot of basketball. I was a fairly tall kid. I was wiry, right? So we all have different shapes of our spine, right? So some have big lima bean shapes, big spines. Those you typically see are like middle linebackers because they can take beatings and they're okay. There's other people who have little wiry backs. So we all have different spines. That's one thing that's important to know. But anyways, I fell playing basketball. I jumped up, I had my legs cut out, and bam, I hit my back. And I thought I was doomed for the rest of my life to have back pain because I just hit it so hard twice. I actually hit it twice and I broke a little piece of my back. But the body is designed to heal itself naturally, right? Now, the medical system is designed for a business to make money. And once you get into that system, you're going to be filtered and funneled into places that don't necessarily help you, either mentally or physically. Now, with that being said, there are very valuable aspects to our medical system, right? Severe trauma, death, like on the verge of death, we know we're the best at it, right? Western medicine is the best at it. We know that. Now, if you have an ailment or an issue, we know that that can be extremely harmful. The third leading cause of death is actually going to the doctors, right? A medical malpractice. That's the third leading cause of death. So the least amount of interactions you can have with a doctor, the better off your life will be. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. So anyways, I fell on my back. I had pain. I always had pain in that specific area. I went to chiropractors, massage therapists. I went, you can name it, yoga, myofascial integration, osteopath, etc., 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 on and on and on. But the truth is that I was kind of using it as an excuse, and I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't taking full responsibility for my body and my back. And a lot of things connected with it were in the mind. And it wasn't until I took full control of my life that I started to feel better. And it wasn't just one thing. So hopefully back pain relief for life will be that puzzle piece that puts things together, because I've taken tons of the pieces of puzzle and moved all the things out that you probably will not need, depending on the person, and put the things in the program that are specific, that will get you results in the safest, fastest, most effective way. So I tried all these different ways, and then as time went on, I had this story. I fell on my back and I have back pain, etc., etc. So anyways, I started to get involved in fitness. I was always in sports, but I realized that I was very good at movement and I was very good at understanding movement, and it just came naturally to me. And actually, when I was at this lady who was a myofascial integration specialist, and she was the one that got me out of my back pain, where I was utilizing someone else to help me get out of it. She did it the fastest and the easiest, but she had to put a lot of pain and pressure into my myofascial. She went deep into the nervous system to restructure my body, and it helped a lot, but it didn't fully help. So she got me into the best position for somebody applying it to me. So anyways, while I was with her, working with her, this was when I was in my early 20s, and she said, you need to do something physical, like you need to be working with people physically. And I said, why is that? She said, well, you're extremely good at movement. I just tell you what to do, and you are connected with your body, and you do it instantly. And I can tell you that most people aren't like that. And so that planted the seed, and I got into personal training, and then it just went further from there. Like, I really dove into the body. I spent hours and hours in the gym studying science, studying biomechanics, studying everything that I needed to understand. And then I met people along my path, and I sought out some of the best people in the world to understand back pain and how to relieve back pain. And came up with this formula. I had a business partner that worked with PhDs in Serbia at one of the best places in the world, University of Belgrade, as it pertains to exercise science. I'm talking about PhDs in exercise science, exercise statistics, sports statistics, biomechanics, etc. They are PhDs, and they all put their minds together to help formulate the best program for natural back pain relief. And we also used some of those pieces to create back pain relief for life. And so we've created a formula out of other pieces that, Dr. Stuart McGill might use and some of the best people in the world. And now we have a formula that works almost all the time. And I'm telling you, like, even Dr. Stuart McGill told me, like, you can't say it helps everybody. Well, I can tell you that we've worked with thousands of people all over the world, and it works, I would say, 99% of the time. The times we have seen it not work is when someone had a cyst in their back and we couldn't really do anything, or if they had some weird abnormality. And that's the only time we really have not seen this work. So when you do the program, I would recommend that you give it your best, because obviously when you work with me, since I've been doing it, I make changes to details of the movement patterns based on that specific person. Once you get in tune with your body, and it might take a while, because if you are just a person that hasn't been doing movement, it's very important that you start to move, you start to activate your core. And really, it's the people who are less active that have the highest rate of back pain, because their abdominal muscles and their lower back muscles become weak and it can't support the spine. And then therefore, the spine has more pressure. And then when there is pressure on the back and then you start to move and you're not strong enough, that's when the wear and tear starts to break down and you start to get pain. Sorry, this phone was supposed to be shut off. Anyways, back pain relief for life is a formula designed to help you help yourself and not become dependent on other people. There are other aspects to back pain relief for life that are important. Movement is important, but also your mindset is important, and nutrition is very important. If you're eating inflammatory foods all the time, you're going to have inflammation in the areas especially that are more inflamed to begin with. So it's going to be very hard to get rid of back pain. So what I would recommend is do back pain relief for life. Get the program. The link is below. It's extremely helpful. I can tell you again and again and again, people come in, I've done interviews and testimonials of people, like I ask their story and they say, well, at one point in my life, this happened, and now I've had back pain for the rest of my life. Well, it's not connected directly to that, and you can do something about it and be empowered to heal your back on your own. So change your story, and you can start to use words like, I'm learning how to heal myself and reduce my pain day by day. And I'm getting better and better at reducing my pain, and my back pain is melting away daily, day by day, in every way. And as you start to create the new story, you'll start to realize that that story you are living out, and it becomes a reality. I hope this helps. Backpainreliefforlife.com. Click the link below.